Gotta get a pump.
Yeah, take a moment.
Look at us, man. Superman.
That weight is more than what Flavio Boccanini weighs, our other guest professional on the show, and Kevin's doing it for repetition. Good job, Kevin.
Yeah. Every drop, every ounce, every piece of energy within me.
The experience of being much stronger than everybody else. I think that's an unbelievable experience. You feel richer. You feel that sooner or later that you can do anything.
Guys, today is Saturday, July 26th, and we are getting yoked. This is the fourth live workout on this journey to Yokedom. And in this journey, you're going to see this fat stomach and this, I'm okay, but this is not where I want to be. We're going to max out the yokeness. The yokeness is going to kick up a couple notches and get even more yoked. And we're taking your calls at 313-591-0290. And we're going to do some chest first because we're going to do upper body. We're going to work out tomorrow. Weekend warrior style, right? Saturday, Sunday. I'm doing cardio during the week. So we're doing upper body today, lower body tomorrow. So we're going to kind of pick and choose what we want to work out. We're doing chest. We're doing biceps and triceps because what happens is, I notice at least, with this style of working out where you really can't split into other days because you're working 9 to 5 like I am. And it's kind of difficult for you to split it further than just 2 days of lifting per week. It's better to kind of like focus in on just a couple different muscle groups and then try to hit everything. Then you risk overtraining yourself. Then you risk spiking your cortisol levels. And when you spike your cortisol levels, you end up kind of like regressing and even storing body fat versus, you're trying to lose body fat. You're trying to gain muscle. So that's what we're going to work on today. I got my Cobra Kai shorts on. I don't know if you could see that. Cobra Kai. That was a great show, wasn't it? In the beginning, there was some good writing in the beginning. They had a good concept. I thought the idea of coming at the story from a different point of view of one of the evil characters was a great idea. But then somehow, like along the line, it just, I don't know what happened. The writing just got terrible. After that first season, I stopped watching it. But anyway, I just saw these were at Walmart for like $5. I grabbed a pair. I said, I got to get me some Cobra Kai shorts. Yeah, it kind of reminds me too. Like, why is it that in the entertainment industry they kind of reboot all these old ideas? Like they're making a new Happy Gilmore movie. I heard Happy Gilmore was a good movie, but do we need a Happy Gilmore 2 or whatever? Do we need another reboot of that? Like they rebooted Ghostbusters. That was terrible. Why can't they come up with some original ideas, right? Why not some original ideas? Why do we have to constantly be rehashing the past and reliving the past? Whatever. That's just a side rant of mine. I wish I could actually turn on, I don't watch Netflix that much. I have Netflix. I never watch it. My wife's the one who likes to watch stuff like that. But I wish I could actually take an interest and be interested in something that they're putting out in the movies these days. I used to like look forward to, that new movie's coming out this Friday. Did you get tickets? Yeah, we're going to see the 10 o'clock showing. And everyone would go to the movies and get their popcorn, get their Raisinets, and we'd all just sit in the back row and just watch the coming attractions. And we were so psyched to see that movie, right? But nowadays, I haven't been to the movies in years. Why? Because they just let themselves go. I don't know. They don't care to actually have creativity anymore. They don't want to do anything. You don't want to give anyone else a try. They don't want to like come up with new ideas. I'm sure there's people out there writing new ideas, but they just don't want to give them a try. I just don't understand it. Anyhow, before we get started, I want to remind everybody that there is a free testimony book of Christian testimonies of faith, and that is on my website, fezgarcia.com/free-book. fezgarcia.com/free-book. And I'll put the link on this screen. I keep forgetting to do that. But 14 amazing testimonies of faith. These are testimonies from across the world. They're stories of how people came to know Jesus Christ as their Lord and Savior. They're really incredible. Each one of these testimonies could literally make their own movie about it. You know, it's just so incredible. Like there's this one testimony, happens to be the last testimony in the book. There's a British woman named Nicole King who talks about how using the Ouija board and stuff just brought all this like evil stuff into her life and into the lives of her friends, the friends who did it as well, because they did it numerous times. You know, in the spiritual world, you open up yourself to these things by doing the Ouija board and doing stuff like that. And of course, nowadays there's other things that are kind of like used in lieu of that. But it's in the end, everything turned out okay. But the story is incredible. You know, like I said, these are what they should make movies on. You don't even need to think of these stories yourself. You just take real life. Sometimes truth is stranger than fiction, as they say. So anyway, fezgarcia.com/free-book, and you'll be able to see some of the, you'll be able to read for free and share with your friends and family all these crazy, amazing, incredible, inspiring, motivational testimonies of faith in Jesus Christ. So we are sponsored today by the Perry bottle. The Perry bottle, you may not have heard of, but if your wife probably introduced you to it, like in my case, the Perry bottle is a bottle that you use to squirt water up your butt after you're done going to the bathroom. And it's actually incredible. It is so amazing. It's life-changing. I never thought it's almost like a bidet in a bottle. That's how I would market it if I after selling these things. But you should try it out. It's called a Perry bottle. Like I said, you fill it with water. After you're done using the bathroom, you stick it down there, you squeeze it, you squirt a jet of water up your, you know what? And you know what? In this economy, I swear, this economy, you'll save you some money because you won't have to buy as much toilet paper to wipe your butt. So not only is it cost savings, it feels good, it's refreshing. You could actually imagine that you're in Europe somewhere using a real bidet, and really cool stuff. I highly recommend it. We also got an email from someone who says that they're Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio, of course, is the WWE celebrity wrestler. You know, for decades he's been known. I believe he's got his start in Mexico. Now they recruited him to the WWE. I don't even know if he's still out there, but I don't follow WWE myself. But I said, who is this guy? Rey Mysterio. Looked it up, saw the email. The email said, Booyaka, Booyaka 619. Booyaka, Booyaka 619. And then he said, Booyaka, Booyaka 619. And then he says, Quítate esa máscara, pendejo. And then I said, oh my gosh, this must be the real Rey Mysterio. He's telling me to take my mask off, a-hole, calling me an a-hole. So I don't know if he thinks that I don't know if maybe he thinks I'm mocking him by wearing the Rey Mysterio mask, or I don't know if he thinks that maybe I need to pay like some type of copyright. And he's gonna get charged me with copyright infringement for wearing this mask. Maybe he wants me to pay him some royalties or something. I don't even know. But no, I'm just kidding. No, the truth is the mask kind of like goes with my. You remember that movie Fight Club, like the spirit animal. And what's your spirit animal? I know it's not like an animal, but like I kind of like gain power. I feel like powerful when I'm wearing a Mexican wrestling mask. I don't know what it is. Maybe it goes down to my Latin roots or something. I just feel like this strength down in the furnace, down right here in the furnace. I feel it right now. I feel it. The strength. It's like building. It's building. It's like yeah. It's another. You remember the mask with Jim Carrey? It's not like that. It's like he puts on the mask and he gets all these supernatural powers. That's not what I mean. It's almost like you just feel I don't know, you just feel stronger, not because you are stronger. It's just because like it's a mental thing. It's like a placebo thing. So I don't know. Maybe if you want, you could try is like work out and like with a Thor axe or something. If you're Scandinavian, or maybe if you want, work out one of those skin tight shirts that have like the Superman logo right in the front of the chest, like this Superman logo. You ever see those shirts? I should get one of those shirts. Like, I used to be a big fan of Spider-Man. You should get those one of Spider-Man shirts, real tight. You're showing off the muscle shirts, showing off the muscles for Spider-Man. That'd be cool. So anyway, that's the real reason I wear the mask, and I think it's more fun, anyways. Call on the show again, 313-591-0290, and share your thoughts about anything. What we're gonna do, like I said, is we're gonna get some working out in chest, tries and buys, and then in between we'll tell some stories. We'll hang out and we'll hopefully field some calls and field some chats. Let's see how it goes. Okay, guys. First exercise, what we're gonna do for chest is we're gonna do some decline bench press. Yes, decline bench, because I want to get this lower part of the chest muscle here. We'll do some decline, then some incline, and then we'll hit the chest. I'm actually going to do some flies as well. I'll show you some incline flies too, but we're going to start with decline. So let's do that, guys. Here we go. I'm going to move the camera in a minute. Okay, guys, that was one set. I didn't have a lot of weight on there. You don't need a lot of weight, especially for a warm-up set. And also, I feel like I'm almost like falling off the bench. I feel like I'm falling off the bench. I'm trying to like grab on with my feet. I don't know how safe that is. we're gonna try to change something up here. I don't want to hurt myself, but the weight is not it's not that heavy, but like I was explaining last time, you know, you want to be able to isolate the muscle and not have to worry about other muscles or other things kicking in that would give you an edge, really. So you want to be able just to focus on the muscle that you're training. All right, guys. So we're going to do another set of the decline, and we'll change it up a little bit after that. Here we go. That was set number 2. That was a little bit better. I didn't feel like I was falling off the bench. Of course, wearing flip-flops is probably not a good idea. Next time I got to wear sneakers. But we're trying to get different parts of the chest, you know? Different parts of the chest. Decline, but this is the incline. You'll get this part of the chest. Different parts, that's the middle part of the chest, you know, heavy flies. So it's all different parts. You're trying to isolate different parts of the chest. So let's we'll do another one and see how this one goes. I'm trying to give myself a little bit of rest time in the between. I encourage you to do the same thing. Not too much rest time, but like if you jump into another set too quickly, just by experience in doing it, you'll notice that you won't get a good set. You need a little bit of rest time. And that way you can get a good set on the lift. Now, here's the thing with this cheapo bench pressing setup I have. It's actually functional. It's great. You have to put sandbags on it, though. Otherwise, it'll shift. Even with the 50-pound sandbags on each side, this little bench press is shifting a little bit. So when I'm trying to lift it, I'm banging into the, if you notice that, I banged into the, where you re-rack it. So that's not good. And of course, you got to be careful because I don't have a spotter here. I'm by myself. Except for you guys who are watching me, but you can't spot me right now. You're over there. So I'm going to do another set. And this time, I'm going to be careful about banging that thing around and hitting that rack thing. And we'll focus on getting some more sets. Here we go. Let's put on some chill music. Flip-flops up. Flip-flops, man.
Ah.
That set was better. I got some burns on that one. See, look, 135, got some serious burns. We're trying to pump up the muscle, guys. We don't need to. Listen, I'm not trying to compete in a powerlifting competition. I'm not trying to compete in a bodybuilding show or anything like that. I just want to feel good. I want to look good. Let's do another set, guys. We'll burn it out. Okay. We're done with decline. Now what I would recommend this. I would recommend posing in the mirror. I have a mirror right here. It's always good to have a mirror in the gym, right? Posing in the mirror, squeezing it. So let's do that a little bit. Just squeezing a little extra blood in there. Okay. That was good. That was good. Okay, let's hit another topic, guys. I'm gonna take a little longer of a rest break, By the way, I'm loving this mask. It's way better than the other mask. First of all, I can actually talk and not feel like I'm Kenny from South Park, like all muffled. So you can talk. It's a lot lighter. I think it's Lycra. The other one's polyester. Hecho en Mexico. Made in Mexico, but this one's supposedly made in Mexico too, but this is lighter material, more breathable. I don't know if you're in the market for a freaking mask like this, man. Go for the Lycra. Don't go for the polyester. All right, let's hit another topic. It's crazy how I've been sleeping so much better. Been sleeping a lot better because of the fact that I'm using the CPAP machine. I'm using the MAD, the mandibular advancement device, which is the alternative to the CPAP, like for some people who don't like the CPAP machine for sleep apnea. It's like a mouthpiece. I believe Joe Rogan uses one. They're uncomfortable to get used to in the very beginning, but after getting used to it and wearing it, I'm totally comfortable with it now, and I actually love it. And like last night, for example, like there's no way I could have done this workout if I didn't. The baby was making all this noise at night, and my poor wife could hardly sleep. And I just kind of bounced out and I went to the other room to take a nap. And I just brought my mandibular advancement device, and I said, "Sorry, babe, I have to get sleep because otherwise I can't do the workout tomorrow." I was like, otherwise I'd be out of luck, I want to stick to my program. So adherence to your program. But what I'm trying to say is I've been sleeping better, which has been helping a lot. But I think what also made a big difference is I went to the dentist last week, I think it was, and the dentist told me that I'm not flossing enough. I have the beginnings of gingivitis. And she says it's real minor right now. If you were to start flossing right now, it would go back to normal. So it's not like a lost cause. Like I don't have really bad, but I don't really floss. But now, after she said that, I floss every day. And I notice, and she said that what's in your mouth, like when you don't floss, could actually cause inflammation in the body. So if it causes inflammation in the body, that would cause you to not sleep. And sometimes I would feel like I had inflammation. So now that I've been flossing every night, that's been making a big difference. And I feel like, no, not as much inflammation. I feel I'm much better now in that respect. So I'm happy about that. Yeah, it sucks with a newborn. 4-month regression, they call it. It's like after 4 months, the baby goes through a developmental stage where they have to almost teach themselves how to self-soothe and go back to sleep. And they really have trouble with that, like unless they learn how to do it, and it takes time. So some people use a pacifier, some people rock them to sleep and put them down. My wife kind of does a lot of that stuff. Not that I don't take care of the baby too and give her a break, but like, thank God she knows what she's doing. She's helping the baby to learn this and to get accustomed to it. Otherwise, I think it'd be a disaster. Imagine, like, for those of you out there with no kids and who are single and stuff, imagine you're trying to go to sleep and all you hear is and and like the babies are noisy. Babies make tons of noise. People don't even realize how much noise they make. They'll be just making noise and she can roll over. So she's on her back, she rolls over, and then when she's on her stomach, she's like overexcited. It makes her really excited. So she's making all these grunting sounds and stuff, but it keeps you up late at night. So that's the problem with it. So let's do another set, guys. This time, we did the lower part. Let's get some upper over here with the universal machine. We're just going to pump it out. The universal machine makes it kind of easy. If you don't have this, you could use just like an incline bench and just do a high fly like that. Make sure to bend at the elbows and stick the chest out. But let's just use the universal machine while we can. Here we go, guys. Let's do it. Let's put some music on. We're going to jump into another set in a second. I just want you to notice as I'm doing it, I'm just stretching my pecs like this, almost exaggerating, sticking my chest out. Why? And it's going to vary depending on your body structure. But you want to stretch those pecs out to make sure that you're getting isolation in those pecs. And I'm going slow also because I also want to emphasize the muscle doing the work, nothing else. No joints, ligaments doing the work, nothing like that. Just the muscle, nice and slow. Slow negative, everything. Let's do another one. And you notice in that set, I utilized a couple of different strategies to get a little bit more burn. I used a rest pause where I stopped because I physically could not do anymore. Not because of the weight. Like I said, it's not about the weight. The muscles were so pumped and so much lactic acid had built up. I can't do anymore. So I have to take a breather, put the weight down, take a couple deep breaths. I wanted to get at least 5 more. And towards the end of that 5, I still could not. I was trying to force more reps. So I did some partial reps towards the end because I couldn't even do a full range of motion contraction. So rest pause, partials to get a little bit more burn in the muscle. This is just stuff that like you learn by doing it and experience, guys. It's not super complicated, of course. Now I wanted to ask you guys a question. Take a look at the hair, the chest hair. Why do all these fitness guys on YouTube and Instagram and whatever, I'm not going to name them by name, but why do they shave the chest? I mean, I can understand if you're competing in bodybuilding. What about the guys who are not competing in bodybuilding? What if they're just doing it for, like I am, because it makes them feel good? You like to have muscles. It makes you help preserve your health, preserve your hormonal health. There's so many benefits I can go into. But what if you're that type of guy? You're not competing in bodybuilding, but I think then you should rock the chest hair. Am I right? Rock the chest hair if there's no specific need to shave it down. It just looks better. I mean, am I right? Doesn't chest hair look better than just a shaven chest? That's what I think it looks way better. Why not, you know? Okay. That was 2 sets. We're going to hit one more set. Of course, I'm feeling pretty pumped. Let me go in the mirror and do some flex just to get a little more blood in there. Let me just get my top of my shirt real quick. Forgot a towel again. Look, I have to deal with my shirt. I have to do my shirt. Okay. We're going to get another set. And then Like I said, we're targeting the upper chest now on the universal machine. I'm gonna get some new music maybe next time. Sorry, I didn't have time to get new music for this one, guys. But here we go. Let's do some chill music. There we go. If you notice, this machine this is why commercial gym is obviously better, but there's a trade-off because I'm home. It's convenient because I can't always run out to the gym, and I could definitely go to the basement and work out in a short amount of time without having to jump in the car. But at the same time, my equipment is subpar. They make residential, I don't know what the term is, there's a term for it, but there's equipment that's not quite commercial grade that they sell you, and it's not as good, obviously. The pin gets stuck in the machine, so I couldn't finish the set. So what we'll do is this. We're going to do some regular push-ups, but they're going to be elevated just to get, we're going to switch over to just general pec, I guess. Ready? So we're going to do that. See? Here we go. Okay. So we have these. These allow you to get deeper in on the push-up. So these are cheap. I recommend them. Now we don't have to touch the grimy basement floor if you're working out at home. The cat litter paws everywhere. I got to change the cat litter over there. It smells like cat poop. But like I said, you don't have to touch the floor with these things because you just grip them. So they're better. And then get a little more rest in because I'm feeling fatigued and those muscles are definitely feeling a pump though. So that's the whole idea, guys. You want the pump. Whew. All right. I want to talk a little bit about F3. Have you guys heard about F3? F3 is called Faith, Fellowship. No, I'm sorry. Fitness, Faith, and Fellowship. F3. Started in North Carolina. It's all over the country. Look up F3 near you and see if there's a group that gets together because I might try it out this week. I want to check it out and see if it's actually a good group. And I'm looking for during the week. I'm looking for stuff for cardio and keeps me active and stuff during the week without lifting weights. So supposedly they do kind of circuit training and things like that. Use cinder blocks. I'm not sure quite how they use cinder. They say bring certain gloves because when you grip the cinder blocks, I don't know if they do like squat to press. They probably do a squat to press with the cinder blocks. They probably get a full body workout, probably kicks your butt. But if it's during the week and you have enough rest time between for the weekend, maybe it's worth it, you know? So I was actually trying to check those guys out. It's called F3. Definitely recommend it. All right. Let's talk about another while we're resting here. I don't know if you heard about this, guys. This is from Trump, our president, commander-in-chief, leader of the free world. After many years, Australia has agreed to accept American beef. For a long time, even though we are great friends, they actually banned our beef. Now, I should read it like Trump, right? For a long time, even though we're great friends, they actually banned our beef. Now we're going to sell so much to Australia because this is undeniable and irrefutable proof that U.S. beef is the safest and best in the world. The other countries that refuse our magnificent beef are on notice. All our nation's ranchers, who are some of the hardest working and most powerful people, are smiling today, which means I'm smiling too. Let's keep the hot streak going. It is the golden age of America. I want to believe that. I want to believe that it is the golden age of America, but I want to see people go to jail for corruption and stuff like that. So we'll withhold judgment on that. As far as the beef goes, from what I understand, Australia has like the best beef in the world. I mean, if I go to the grocery store and I look around, I look at the beef and I say, this beef is no good. I remember there's a scandal, if you remember not too long ago, there's magnetic beef. Our beef is actually magnetized. Like some guys were on the YouTubes and Rumbles and stuff showing themselves putting magnets up to beef and it's sticking to the beef. Apparently they were doing the same thing after these mRNA shots. It was sticking to their arms and stuff where they got the shot like magnets. So they're like, this beef is magnetized. Was it the graphene oxide or whatever that they put in? All these, God knows what they do to the beef now. Now they're trying to give COVID shots to the beef. These freaking criminal pharmaceutical companies. God help us. But anyway, our beef probably has antibiotics and GMO and all this stuff. Would it kill our farmers to actually do what Australia does? Why can't we do what Australia does and actually produce high quality beef without all the crap? Why do we have to have all this GMO crap in our food? Why does it's disgusting. So I mean, I here's what I predict will happen. I mean, the Australians are used to high quality beef. You know, Australia has the best beef. So, you know, American beef is going to flood the markets and then people are going to be forced to buy American beef. I don't see that happen. I think maybe Australians are just going to end up passing on the American beef. You know, it's going to sit in the shelves. It's going to be marked down with those yellow stickers. Sell by today. Half off on the meat. You know, Maybe then they'll buy the meats at half off, but I just don't see it. I think it's good, I guess, for our farmers. Hey, if it's good for our national ranchers, like it says here, that's great. But I just don't see why they would even go for it, buying American beef. I mean, I have to go out of my way to get good quality beef. I get my beef from Walmart, but it's grass fed and grass finished. If you look for it, they have it. It's just that it's like off to the side, like everyone, it's like hidden. Everyone buys the crap meat, I guess. But I don't trust our food supply. Like I tell this story, I was a foreign exchange student during my college years. I remember I met a bunch of Europeans, and Europeans are just in better shape. Not only because first of all, the cost of food is higher there, right? So they don't buy as much. So they're not like Americans that just like have copious amounts of food and we just don't know when to stop. Like a goldfish doesn't want to stop. They'll eat themselves to death. That's kind of how Americans are. But I think that Europeans, because they walk so much, that's another reason why they're usually thinner. They have better quality food. It's locally, they're trying to put a stop to that, of course, with the Dutch, farm protests and stuff. But they have better quality food. They walk more, and even the pasta in Italy has no glyphosate in it. So our pastas and stuff, Barilla and all the American-made pastas, all our wheats, you have to go way out of your way to try to get meat that's not has glyphosate in it, which is weed killer. So we have all this chemical crap in our food. I'm so jealous of Europe and other countries because they actually care enough about their people to produce good quality food so that they can eat and be healthy. But getting back to my story, as I was saying, as a foreign exchange student, I was in London, in the UK, and I met these Europeans. I met these girls from Spain who were also foreign exchange students there. And I remember they were in great shape. They were cute girls, whatever. You got to know them. That's a different story. But later, one of them came to visit New York, and I'm originally from New York. But so I met up with her, and I noticed she had been living here in the United States for at least 6 months to a year, and the difference in her physique was astounding. Like she was fat, she gained all this weight. Like previous to that, she was in great shape, and I've seen it happen over and over again with Europeans who come to America and eat American food. People say it's the high fructose corn syrup. It's not just that. It's the food in general, the glyphosate in all of our wheat. I was amazed. I was having oatmeal for a while until I realized that I was feeling sick after eating it. And I said, I stopped eating it. And I found out that there's glyphosate in the vast majority of our oatmeal in this country. So all this makes me sick. I wish that the Trump administration would actually do something to make it so that Americans could be healthy and eat healthy food, the health promoting food, instead of being jealous of the Europeans who actually have people who care about health in their countries, who care about the health of their people. So I just wanted to say that it's disgusting. Okay, guys, I think we should hit another set. What do you think? Let's do another couple sets. I think we have had enough rest. Let's do another couple sets of the deep push-ups with this device here. This time, let's play some polka. Here we go.
It's always a good time for Slav Polka. Bring the beats. It's time for polka. Let's start slow.
We're gonna do another set. Don't worry. This might be our last set though, because I'm gonna get triceps, biceps next.
Guarda, tropa! It's time for boogie!
Oh man.
Oh boy. Chest is pumped. A little more blood in there. This is the key. Pumping blood into the muscle. I feel like my stomach's getting a little more flat, so that's good. It happens slowly, guys. It doesn't happen immediately, you know? Cut me some slack here. But I hope you guys get into shape. Start a program, stick to it. Even if it's on the weekend, like I'm doing. Cardio during the week. Walking my baby girl around the neighborhood in the stroller is what I've been doing. Sometimes I go to the neighborhood high school and I'll walk around the track, do some wind sprints, do some sprint and then walk, sprint and then walk. But the thing with that is, if you can't do that every day, at least I can't. I'm not going to say you can't, but I can't, because it would produce way too much cortisol. And cortisol is what makes you fat. Like, you want your T levels to be as high as possible for the longest time possible throughout the week. That's why there's such a thing as an optimal amount of lifting that you, let me stand like this, that you would do in order to build the muscle, right? So I have to rant a little bit about something that has been pissing me off. I have to mow the lawn of my family member, let's say, whose lawnmower is set up so high, like the handlebars are up here and their blade is so low. So I have to get so much leverage in order to push the lawnmower forward. And because I'm shorter, yeah, I have to hold the lawnmower handlebars like this and then try to put, you ever try to push something by something that's up here? How awkward that is? That's how I was doing. So I basically had to take the lawnmower, walk 20 feet, whatever, 10, 20 feet past where I wanted to mow, and then put the lawnmower back down on the ground and then hold it like this, the handlebars. I felt like a midget. I'm not even as short, but I'm 5'8", but come on. I had to hold the handlebars up here and walk backwards to mow the lawn. I was walking backwards like this. So you got to get creative because I felt my triceps were starting to feel like I would have strained my tricep. And obviously I'm not trying to do that. I'm trying to build my tricep, trying to build up my tricep, not strain my tricep, doing a favor for someone else. So what we're going to do next is we're going to do some triceps. But I don't know, should we hit another news item here? We'll wait for that one. We got about another hour here left of the show, top of the second hour. FezGarcia.com. Check out Testimonies of Faith. Jesus Lifts. It's a free testimony book. FezGarcia.com/free-book. And then you'll get it. It's really life-changing is not the word. It's really amazing. So we're going to hit triceps. We're going to go to the cable station over here. We're going to do some rope pull downs. Why? Because at the rope pull down, you separate your hands at the bottom and get a little more extra emphasis on the triceps. Okay. So let's do that. Bring it around this way. I was failing there towards the 8th and 9th rep there. Slightly too heavy for me. Trying to get 12 to 15. That's how you know. Why? Because I want to get more blood in the muscle. That's how I know. See? I'm trying to pump that, do that into the muscle. Let's do another one. We'll start this one from the top. Failure. That was to failure. I only got 6, bro. Triceps are partially fatigued from noon chest, though. That's the thing. Diamond push-ups. If I tried diamond push-ups, I'd fail too soon, too. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to do bench dips. Bench dips, why? Because anyone could do bench dips. You could do bench dips. All you need is a chair. I have a bench here that's pretty low. We're going to do some bench dips on this bench here. Let's do it. We're going to get another one. When you're fatigued, like my triceps are, then you have to do some low impact stuff that's going to be better to get a pump, because I can't even get that many reps. Here's what I'm going to do. The problem is I can't lower that. This is another liability or drawback, I should say, of working out in a home gym. This cable station is terrible. It's terrible. It's just made for home use. You stack the weight on, but if you don't have the correct plate size, then you can't really lower the weight. Like I don't have 2 10s for each side. All I have is a 25-pound plate on each side. I really would benefit from a little lower weight. So I just have to improvise. You just have to think, improvise a little bit, and actually try to get some more activation doing different other exercises like I've been doing, like the bench dips. So, you know, it's another one that'd be a little low impact. It's actually, what I could do is a overhead triceps extension, like that. Overhead triceps extension. Let's do that. What do you think? Here we go. By the way, if you have some music that you recommend that's copyright free, let me know. Okay. Believe it or not, that was only 10. 40-pound weight, overhead triceps extension. That's nothing. But it doesn't matter about the weight. Forget about the amount of weight that you're lifting. It's all about your muscle activation, your isolation, mind to muscle connection, forcing those contractions, forcing blood into the muscle. The reason why I'm failing so early is because I'm actually isolating really well and muscles feeling fatigued. Definitely fatigued. We're going to get another set of the overhead triceps extension. We'll hit some topics. We'll take your calls, if chats, whatever, and we'll be back. Superset bench dips. Let's do it. Okay. What we're going to do now, we're done with the triceps. I'm feeling way too fatigued in the triceps. And as the great Lee Haney said, he said, stimulate, don't annihilate. You want to stimulate those muscles, don't annihilate them, right? So you pumped a lot of blood in there. We're going to transition to the biceps. Now for the biceps, we're going to start with something light. Like I said, doesn't matter the weight. Check your ego at the door. We got some dumbbells. They're about 10 pounds. Let's see, 10-pound dumbbells, something like that. 20-pound, I'm sorry, not 10-pound dumbbells, not that light. 20-pound dumbbells. We'll do some pinky, turn the pinky toward the shoulder, alternating dumbbell curls. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Ready? Here we go. Can I talk at the same time as I'm doing this? Curls might be the one exercise you can talk at the same time. But not that much. Yeah, we can talk now. Music's off. Okay. So, can I talk? Yes. Do I have anything brilliant to say? Probably not. Most of my muscle glycogen, most of my sugars are going to my muscles, not to my brain. And I'm not thinking that straight right now. So what do you guys think about chest hair versus no chest hair? Do you think it looks better for a guy to have chest hair and facial hair, let's say, or clean shaven, no chest hair? It's like a chihuahua, you know? What's better? Lost count here, guys. I'm just doing it for pumps here. Ugh. After the set, try to get some extra blood in there. You know, squeeze those muscles a little bit. Okay. Should we do a topic? All right, here we go. Here's a topic, guys. Question: are tattoos a cheat code for those looking to look tough, but who aren't willing to put the work in the gym? Let me repeat that. Are tattoos a cheat code for those looking to look tough, but also for those who don't want to put the work in at the gym? What say you? In my mind, I see a guy with tattoos. Automatically, I think, is he in a band? Is he a druggie? Is he, I mean, what do you think of when you think of guys with tattoos? I mean, yes, you see gym guys with tattoos, but for me, it's like contrary to the whole ethics of like bodybuilding and people who are trying to live for their health, you know, because if we're trying to do something to maximize our health, and now here you are with tattoos putting ink on your skin. And what happens to your, first of all, your skin is what? It's the biggest organ of the body, right? So the ink is eventually going to end up in your veins and arteries and carry to your heart and carry to other parts of your body. Ink is actually a poison. It's a carcinogen, right? So when you're putting tattoos on your body, you're inking yourself up and you're actually making yourself sicker. It's no wonder that people with tattoos look kind of like druggies. That's what I think when I see a tattooed guy. But again, like that guy, if he's looking to look tough, let me get a tattoo. Let me get a tattoo because that's going to make me look tough. Why don't you just get in the gym and actually not just look tough, but be tough by lifting some weights, getting on a good routine, building some muscle. Do it for you, man. Do it. Don't do it. Who cares about what other people think? I'm sure there's plenty of people out there who think that what I have is way too much muscle or whatever. First of all, I don't even have that much muscle right now, but I used to have more muscle, but when I was training and stuff. But there are people that are like, oh, he's too muscular. No, it's not for me. Not my cup of tea, right? He's too muscular. But I don't know. That doesn't make sense to me. It's like guys with tattoos. I would never get a tattoo. I have no tattoos. I find it disgusting. Like my wife has no tattoos. If she had tattoos, I would be big turn off to me. I remember dating this one girl, and we kind of hitting it off. She liked me. I kind of was, feeling her out a little bit, and we were looking at some shop or whatever, and there's like tattoos and like, would you like to get this tattoo? And I said, isn't that gross? It's like tattoos and they're all like demonic and stuff. Why do tattoos have this tendency to look evil? Right. So then she's like, oh, I like that. I would love to get that tattooed right on my ankle or something, or my wrist, and they starts off like on your wrist or your ankle, but then it turns into you've seen these people, like they're covered head to toe in tattoos. They look like an alien. It's like, to me, that's not the way God intended, This is the temple of the Holy Spirit. This is why we take care of ourselves. This is why we maximize our health and, have respect for our body. So what do you guys think? Call in 313-591-0290. Do you think tattoos are cool, make you look tough, or are there better ways to look tough? All right, here we go, guys. We're going to hit another set of biceps. Let's hit Ash O'Connor and Kirby. Here we go. Making lifting ASMR right now. Lifting ASMR. Squeeze it, squeeze it, squeeze it. Okay. When this hook hits again, we're going to hit it again. When this hook hits again. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming, baby. This time we do Wise. Both at the same time. I cheated myself out of that last negative. Sorry. Why did you do that, Fez? Why did you do that? Oh man, we got to hit that again. That was good. I like that. Go in the mirror. Let's do some flex. Okay. So, I wanted to read a testimony from Sola Chad. Now, this is a guy who I saw on X. Here he is. This dude has a testimony, guys. He has a testimony. What is a testimony? His story of how he came to the faith, all right? Now, it's a little bit long. I grew up in a small military town, South Alabama, regular kid, regular family. We went to church some, but we weren't committed. At 12 years old, I heard a fiery sermon, walked the aisle, and repeated a prayer. Got baptized and thought I was right with God. Isn't that how it always is? That's how it starts, though. It's a good step. It's a good step. The church I attended was very legalistic, very mostly unloving. Unfortunately, a lot of churches can be that way. I can't recall ever hearing the gospel, but that could have been because theologically I wasn't able to hear it. I was by most standards a good kid. Okay. Then he says, straight A's, excelled in sports, held down 2 jobs all through high school. My first job was TGI Fridays busboy. 16 years old. That was a good job, though. Once I graduated, things went downhill quickly. We hadn't been in church regularly for a couple of years. The college I wanted didn't want me. The girl I wanted didn't want me. The life I wanted didn't want me. I was angry, mostly at God, and I did all the right things. So why wasn't God working things out the way I wanted him to? My parents were trying as best they knew how to get me to see me that I had a bright future. I did so with some tough love. My immature, prideful heart saw it as them somehow making decisions for me. I left their house after failing out of my first semester in college and fractured our relationship for years. I almost immediately started drinking, followed by smoking weed and taking pills. It was a release, but it wasn't what I wanted. Then I tried cocaine. I was hooked. Of course, you're going to be hooked after you try cocaine. I've never tried cocaine, but a lot of frat brothers of mine had cocaine, and it's not a good idea, guys. Don't try cocaine. The whole thing about you only live once, YOLO stuff. Don't do stuff like that just because you want to try it once. After 8 months of everyday cocaine abuse, my girlfriend confronted me about it and how I was stealing to support my habit. I confessed and begged for help. 4 days later, her dad introduced me to crystal meth. I spent the next 7 years addicted to meth. 7 years addicted to meth. Wow. In a moment of clarity about 3 years in, I wanted out and decided to join the military. I did well in basic and tech training and felt like my old self again. I ended up getting stationed out west in a big city. The party scene soon pulled me in, and I started back on meth and ecstasy and alcohol. My wife, same girl I mentioned earlier, partied with me but resisted falling back into the scene. She couldn't understand why I was doing drugs again. We ended up divorcing, and I fell even deeper in with some gangs in the city. I was eventually investigated by AFOSI for multiple crimes, including distribution of methamphetamines and on government installations. By the grace of God, they couldn't amount enough evidence to court-martial me, but I was given a general discharge. Once I got out, I hit rock bottom very quickly. Within months, I was homeless. Called my parents, asked if I could come home. They agreed, but told me there's only one condition, was that I had to attend church with them. They found a loving church a couple years prior, and my mom had been praying for me daily for 2 years. The people there loved on me and encouraged me to read the Bible. I did, and I began to fall in love with it. I began praying and communicating with the Creator. One night, while reading the accounts of the death of Jesus in Matthew's Gospel, I began crying hysterically. I couldn't believe what they'd done to my Savior. The scales were gone, meaning scales that fall from your eyes. My heart was no longer stone, but now flesh. I was his. I became a child of God. This guy is awesome. Where's the camera? There it is. Can you see that? This guy is called Sola Chad, S-O-L-A Chad, and he's on X. Give him a follow. This guy has an awesome testimony, and you guys should share it too. This thing is dripping in my eyes right now. Hang on, guys. We're going to hit another set. By the way, call on the show, 313-591-0290. Share your thoughts and, bring up any questions, anything you want to talk about, really. We're going to play some chill music and hit another set of these biceps. Let's do it. I like those. Nice and slow. You know what we should do though? Preacher curls. That's right. Preacher curls next. I'm starting to feel too much. My biceps are starting to feel really fatigued though. We'll get one more of these. Burn out preacher curls. Then we're done. And then we hit core and then we're done. All right. So, preacher curl. Let's hit it. Let's move this over here. Don't hit the light. Don't hit the mixer. Okay. Preacher curl. There it is, the preacher curl. And we're going to do some polka. Enviro, N-I-V-I-R-O. Time for polka. Crazy house song. It's crazy mix of polka and house music. It's pretty amazing. All right, so by the way, we're not lifting heavy. We're just getting lots of reps. And the beauty of the preacher curls, you get the actual negative because it forces your elbow to full extension. All right, here, let's do it.
You know, it's always a good time for Slav Polka. Oi, oi. Bring the beats. Oi, oi. It's time for polka. Let's start slow.
I'm slipping off this thing. I'm so sweaty. Slipping like crazy here. And trying to stabilize my arms. All right, let's try it again.
Where the trumpets? It's time for polka.
All right, guys. I think we're done with that. The biceps and triceps are done. You have to understand, I haven't isolated and hit the triceps and biceps like that in a long time. Like I said, haven't been working out for like a long time. It hasn't been only till recently. First of all, when you have a baby, you can't really work out because you don't get sleep. Now that I'm getting sleep, I can work out again. But even then, before years ago, I was not getting sleep because I had sleep apnea and I was not sleeping through the night and I was feeling tired, perpetually tired all the time. And until I got that taken care of, now I could actually grow again. Now I could actually lift and progress and build muscle again and not have injuries. Think about it. If you work out and you're not resting, you're not sleeping, what kind of gains do you expect to make? You're just going to flounder around and cause all kinds of repetitive use injuries. And then you're going to end up all these latent injuries. And then pretty soon you're going to be like, you know what? I'm not going to lift anymore. That's it. I'm done. Hang up your lifting gloves or whatever. And that's it. But, so what are we going to do next? I think we should take a break, honestly. Let's take a break. Let me move this over here for a second. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a topic. The topic that I want to show you guys is I noticed I follow certain people on YouTube, like certain fitness influencers. I like Kino Body. I think he's a cool guy. And I wanted to play a clip of his video that's entitled, I'm 33, here's why I'm not starting a family. So I happen to just start a family and I'm in my 40s. And I want you guys to listen to the logic here. And I'm going to kind of dispel it a little bit, respectfully, because I do like this guy. I think he's offering a lot of value out there in the fitness space. So let's hear what he has to say. This is Greg O'Gallagher, I believe his name is, Kino Body.
Right now, I'm not forcing anything, okay? I'm working on my goals. I'm freaking loving life. I'm growing and I'm enjoying. I'm almost 34. I'm enjoying my 30s to I'm enjoying it so much. And I am ready. Like I am very, very excited to build a family one day. I'm very excited to build a family one day. Like I think it's an incredible thing to do. Start a family, to choose your partner, to have kids, to raise your kids. I'm very excited to turn that chapter, but I'm not forcing it, Own. And so the message for you is own what's right for you. There's not a one size fits all. The reality is that like the freaking marriages have been unwinding. The status quo has not been working. The divorce.
Okay, so I'm about the divorce rate. He's talking about marriages unwinding. I think this is the real reason why Greg O'Gallagher, good looking guy, wealthy guy, successful guy, has the means to provide for a family. He could have multiple kids if he wants to. In this economy, you need to be somewhat having money to be able to have kids and stuff. And because they're so expensive. Like I'll tell you, my newborn, my girl, she's costing me a lot of money. Like, and she's not even 4 months. She just turned 4 months today. So, it is expensive. That's not his concern. He has money. from what I can see, I believe that's his mansion right behind him there. I think he's from Canada. Good guy. But the fact is, if you're a guy out there, and this kind of goes into the whole MGTOW, men going their own way topic. If you're a guy out there who doesn't want to date and have relationships with women anymore, I want to tell you that you're making a big mistake. You're making a big mistake because, first of all, not just because of the continuation of the human race, which we won't have a human race anymore if people just stopped having kids and stop having families, but that's obvious. But the thing is, we have to bring Jesus and Christianity back into marriage, the bond. Like my wife, we bonded on that, and I believe that's the glue that helps us stay together despite the ups and downs. Because any relationship you have with a woman, and if you're a woman, any relationship that you have with a man is going to have ups and downs, and nothing is perfect. It's not like Hollywood. It's not like the movies. You're going to be fighting. You're going to be yelling at each other at certain times. That's normal. That's actually normal. You have like your emotions get really kind of like really involved. Obviously when you're, because you love the person, you have strong feelings for the person, so your emotions are engaged. So what I'm trying to say is that stuff is normal. People shouldn't see that as like abnormal. They have these weird expectations for what they should have in a relationship. That's number one. Number two, again, my first point, Jesus and faith and religion. I like people say religion, but I think Christianity actually, because that is the bedrock of marriage. Marriage comes from Christianity. It comes from Judaism, of course, and then Christianity. Let's put it like that, because it's the marriage bond is sacred. It's a spiritual bond. So if you yourself, let's say, don't have a relationship with God, or you think religion is stupid, or you don't know who Jesus is, and you're like, whatever, you have no business getting married. Marriage is something for spiritual people. Marriage is something for people who want to have God involved in their relationship. Who want to have Jesus involved in a relationship. And that's what actually will keep your bond strong and keep your bond together. That's why we have the divorce rate we have, because as religion has kind of fallen off the wayside, and so many people consider themselves spiritual but not religious, or spiritual but not really, but whatever. This is what I'm trying to get out with this whole show, guys, and it's the source of everything good, your relationship with God, Jesus and stuff. So even your marriage it's almost like, the word of God says it's like a fountain that feeds into stuff. Like your roots have to be in the fountain of life, and the fountain of life is Jesus, is, scriptures in the Bible and Christianity. If your roots are there, you're going to grow, and your marriage is going to grow, your relationships are going to grow, your businesses are going to grow, everything, because you're founded in truth, and you're founded on, moral, support, moral backing. So like for those of you who are not religious, and it's like nothing against you, like I would love for you to check out my book, Jesus Lifts. It's fezgarcia.com/free-book, and talks about how Jesus changed different people's lives, and highly recommend it. It's free. Just go to my site and get it, download it. You can read it on your book or in your iPhone or your iPad. But like, I think that's the key here. The problem is, people are not making the faith and Christianity their bedrock in their relationship. They're going into marriage thinking marriage is just like a secular thing, like a worldly thing. It's not. Marriage is a sacred thing. If you don't believe in God, you have no business getting married. So then just go out and date and do whatever you want, because then there's nothing holding you. But marriage is a sacred thing. It's a spiritual thing. So that's worth mentioning.
Okay, there's so many issues right now. So you got to look at the data, and you got to own what is best for you. Is this the right partner, right?
What if you could?
Okay, stupid ads. All right, so I'm just gonna say that's my main point about that. So many guys, like even this guy, Greg O'Gallagher. I think his name's Greg. So I know it's O'Gallagher or something like that. Kino Body. This guy is a good-looking guy. He's got a lot of money. He should have no problem meeting women. I don't believe he does have a problem meeting women from the videos I've seen of him, but maybe he doesn't meet the right women. He should be. See, this is what it comes down to. It's like you're not attracting the right women into your life if you're a single guy, because you should be looking for a person, a partner who has that spiritual bond with you. You share that faith thing, that Christianity thing, that Jesus thing. That's what's going to keep you guys together. If you don't have that, like I said before, you have no business being married. Do I have any? Let me see. Do I have any chats in here? I thought I saw a chat. Let me see. No. Okay. Do I have a chat? Listen, I don't want any I don't want any fake viewers. Stop spamming me with fake viewers. I don't care about fake viewers. I hate that. So, okay, here's what we're going to do, guys. We got 10 minutes left. Let's switch out of this screen. Let's go back to the workout screen, baby. We're going to do some core. I want to do some, what do you call these things? Here, you tell me what this is called. This is called the, see, I think my escapes me sometimes. Ab roller. Thank you, ab roller. Okay, ab roller. So we're going to do some ab roller, and we're going to finish out our core. And then we are done. All right, let's bring this thing around. Hold on. Okay. All right. Should we do some? Yeah, let's do some. We pick this up and we put it down. Pick it up and put it down. Okay. Let's do another one. Let's try to hit it quick. Here we go. I hear my cat upstairs running around. What the hell he's doing? Okay. I was trying to go to the end of the music. I really was. But my abs starting to like seize up. I clearly was not ready for that. For that level of level of activation. Core activation. What else did I have? Any other topics here today? Nope. I think I hit everything today. Oh, man. You know what I'm going to have to do, though? I wanted to... Oh, man, I forgot that. That's what I forgot. I wanted to show you my Jack Dempsey. I have my 125. I have a Jack Dempsey cichlid. I have silver dollars, 4 silver dollars. I have 2 Pictus catfish. And I have 1 tinfoil barb. And it's a great community tank. Originally, that tank started off as a Oscar tank, just like a solo Oscar tank. But the amazing thing is, I couldn't make an Oscar community for the life of me. I tried multiple times. I tried from when the Oscar was small. I tried from the Oscar was bigger. Most Oscars, I noticed, are just too territorial. You can't put them in a tank with, what time is it anyway? Okay, a couple minutes. You can't put them in a tank with other fish, generally speaking. I mean, maybe you could try like 2 Oscars or 3 Oscars in one tank. I would do 2 Oscars in a 125. That type of stocking might work, but eventually one of them is going to get too aggressive and attack the other one. But the beauty of the Jack Dempsey cichlid, and mine's name is Jackie because she's clearly a female, because she's got her gill plate has this the dots on it, speckled, and she's a beautiful fish. And she's not a pain in the neck. Like, she doesn't cause trouble. She's clearly the boss of the tank, and she she doesn't cause problems or fights with other fish. I had a Vieja cichlid that was just a huge problem and would just fight everything in sight. But it's actually a beautiful tank now. This is years. Sometimes it takes years for you to be able to get to that point, guys. All right, we got a call. Hey, what's up?
Hey, I'm a new follower to your chat. So similar to Deem.
Okay, what's going on?
Okay, and this is my first time here, and I just want to say hello. And you look pretty impressive today.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. What's your name?
So what all you do besides fitness stuff, or this is the only thing you do?
So fitness and faith and sharing testimonies of Jesus Christ is basically what I do. You know?
Okay, well, I'm new to the faith myself.
Okay.
And so that's a good thing.
Oh, really? How new are you?
You're also, huh?
How new are you?
Well, I just like a year or two, and I'm regularly reading my Bible.
Great. Awesome.
More often.
That's great. What was it that made you? What was it that made you want to become a Christian or want to become a believer?
Well, a lot of different things. Well, I just decided that I needed to make a change in my life, and I think I probably hope I didn't do it too late, but better late than never, right?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. It's not late. You know, there's never too late. Never too late. Trust me. Hey, what'd you say your name was?
My name was so simply too deep, but you can call me Sam.
Sam? Okay, Sam. Would you check out the free book I have on my site? It's called Jesus Lifts. I highly encourage you to read it and check it out. Or at least read one testimony. It's 14 testimonies of faith, all different walks of life. And it's, like I said, it's on fezgarcia.com/free-book, but it's on my website. It says Jesus Lifts, and you could just download it. It's for free, like I said. And if you don't mind, could you check it out and let me know what you think about it?
Okay. Okay. You said what site is it again?
It's my website, Fez Garcia, FEZ Garcia, GARCIA.com/free dash book dash free book. But you'll see Jesus Lifts if you go to my website. You'll see the link for it. It's up top on the right side.
Okay.
But anything else, Sam?
I just like to tell you good luck on your channel, and I believe I haven't been in your channel long, but I could tell that you're doing a great time. So, how long you been doing the personal training thing?
I used to be a personal trainer like years ago, and I got out of shape. I got married. I have kids now, and I got out of shape and I gained a lot of weight. I used to be in pretty good shape. I used to be in pretty good shape, I'd say, but now I'm trying to get back into shape. So I did training for about 4 or 5 years altogether. Well, this is years ago. I've had other jobs in between. I used to sell windows and stuff like that. But I was a personal trainer at just 3 different box gyms. I was a trainer at New York Sports Club because I'm originally from New York. And I also was a trainer at LA Fitness. I was a trainer at Equinox near the city. So.
Okay, I'm on your website right now, and I see it's the special prayer request calling show, and
Yeah, it's above that.
oh,
It's above that. It's on the menu bar on the top. Up top, it says Jesus Lifts on the top right. If you see that.
yeah.
And I would love that if you would just tell me what you think about that. Just read, it has 14 testimonies in it, but you could just read one or whatever and just
Oh, I see it now.
yeah, let me know what you think. That'd be great.
All right, well,
thanks, Sam.
On your channel.
Thank you.
And I hope
thank you, God.
Lots of people too.
Thank you so much, man. God bless you, and thanks for the call.
God bless you. You have a wonderful day.
You too.
And I bet you have a wonderful family too. And you'll make it on this weight loss journey.
I appreciate that.
As it is, but there's more room for improvement.
Exactly. Trust me, I know that. All right, thanks, Sam. I appreciate it.
All right.
All right, take care. Have a good one. All right, bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye.
Okay, guys, that's about it. I believe we're going to wrap it up. And where are we? There we go. We're going to wrap it up, guys. We are, this is our 4th live workout. We are going to, I guess, we're working out on the weekends. Saturdays and Sundays, weekend warrior style. During the week, I just been doing cardio, walking around with the baby in the stroller, and that's it. And then, we're getting back in shape. This is a road to Yokedom, like I like to say, road to Yokedom. And we're gonna get in shape. If you guys want to work out with me as we're doing this, that'd be cool. Here's what I would love before we go. Here's what I would love. I'd love for any of you guys who are listening to share your progress pics, share your workout routines, your diet stuff, whatever you're doing to get in shape. And I think if we were to inspire other people to be in shape and to get in shape by working out, that would be even more powerful. You could, I'll post stuff on the stream and on my site or whatever. And, if you want like some accountability for it, it's like you say, hey, this is me now. I'm going to be working out. Like when you say that to somebody, I'm going to be working out and this is my goal and I want to be here by this such and such months later, then I think it actually does something. It puts a fire under your butt and it helps you to work out even harder than before. So thanks.